friends. Today I am going to deliver my lecture on the corporate financial management, and the topic is risk and return. In this particular lecture you will learn what is the risk and return. The objectives of the risk and return will be, of this study will be, what is the concept of risk and return. Also you will understand this very clearly, what the basic relationship between risk and return is. Next, what the risk return trade-off is, and how do we measure this risk and return. Suppose the company you are going to invest your money, first you have to take care of, is this possible I would be going to earn much return from this particular portfolio. So finally the higher risk is associated with greater probability of higher return, and the lower risk with a greater probability of a smaller return. This way it is said to be that the trade-off which an investor faces between risk and return while considering the investment assessment is called the risk return trade-off. Risk basically may be explained like the chance that the actual return on the investment may be different than the expected one, and risk is an intentional interaction with uncertainty, because the money you are going to invest in the company is not certain you will be getting some return from. So risk is an aspect of action taken in spite of uncertainty. At the same time, the return is a total gain or loss experienced by an investor on an investment over a period of time. So the concepts of risk and return are very clear. Higher the risk will invite the greater the return, and lesser the risk will invite the lower the return. As the picture is on the screen of my laptop, you may understand, you can understand very easily this particularly. If the risk is lower, you are going to invest your money in a very low risk portfolio, definitely the return from the invest will be lower, and if you are going to higher, the return will be higher. Next, by going through this very clearly, this basically is the return, axis, this one is the return and this is the risk. Suppose you are going to invest the low risk portfolio, definitely the return will be lower, and the portfolio above this curve is impossible. You cannot go above the curve. The medium risk and medium return will be there. So optimal portfolio should be on this curve, known as, this particular curve is also known as with the name of efficiency frontier. Okay, so the efficiency frontier shows how an investor should invest, okay, in different kinds of portfolio, right? Because portfolio below the curve are not efficient, like the portfolios which are very close to the frontier, okay, efficient frontier, they will be very effective, and otherwise if having some distance from this particular curve may be ineffective. Okay, next is, so this particular graph will let you know the closest portfolio should choose by an investor to invest in a portfolio always. Okay, and next one is, each point of this represent an optimal combination of securities that maximum the return for any given level of the risk, and this basically is these the portfolios which are very far from this particular line. So these may be known with the name of inferior portfolios, and we should never go to invest in these kinds of portfolios. Our next lecture will be on the capital asset pricing model and valuation of risk. This basically, the few part of this particular lecture is being covered in this particular session. This basically is how to calculate the risk and return. So risk may be categorized into the two parts. These risks are categorized like, the very first is the systematic risk, and second is unsystematic risk. Unsystematic risk are denoted by the alpha, and this kind of risk is company specific. The systematic risk is denoted by the beta, and it is the market specific risk. Okay, investors face two kinds of risk, and these kinds of risk will be discussed in detail in the next lecture. friends, I would like to thank you. Please subscribe this channel. Thank you.